Another hot summer, another hot season in the Big Brother house. This year brings season 24 of the long-running show, and this season is gearing up to be nothing like any other season we've seen before. With 16 new house guests entering the Big Brother house once again, we have a lot of personality to meet this year. With the cookout craziness last year, fans are in store for another jam-packed season of scheming and surprises. Youngest player this season, Paloma Aguilar, in particular, is ready to plot, plan, and play to win the game. Will this season be even better than the last, or will the contestants fall flat? Let's find out. Paloma Aguilar was born on November 18th, 1999 in San Marcos, California. Paloma is a model, interior designer, and with her addition to the season 24 Big Brother cast, a reality TV competitor. Paloma has almost 4,000 followers on her Instagram, and she shares mostly lifestyle content. From fashion to fitness and stunning travel photos, Paloma appears to be a strong, independent woman who is ready to make waves. She's the youngest player this season at 22, but I don't think we should count her out just yet. Big Brother US is a live reality competition show that monitors its house guests 24/7. It is based off the Dutch series of the same name that aired in 1997. The American version premiered on July 5th, 2000 and has been hosted since by Julie Chen. The show consists of a group of contestants known as house guests living in a house together and competing in various challenges for the grand prize of previously $500,000, now $750,000. During their stay, they are completely isolated from the outside world, so all they have to do is focus on the game. Throughout the competition, house guests are evicted by other competitors, all based on game performance and strategy. Since the show is live and the house guests are usually just regular, everyday people, things can get pretty heated. As for what's in store for Paloma and the other 15 guests this season, I don't think any of them are ready. In an interview with Us Weekly, host of the show since season 1, Julie Chen, said that they always tell both fans and the new house guests to expect the unexpected when entering the house. But this season truly is like none of the other seasons before. With the premiere of season 24 on July 6th, they are kicking things off with a live 90-minute premiere. Following a live move-in, Chen states that the 16 new house guests will be immediately thrust into challenges. Apparently this season the challenges are all brand new, never seen, and they are also harder than ever before. It seems that everything about season 24 will be leveled up. I mean, after 24 seasons of a show, it better be full of twists. Chen states that the first live eviction night will include a massive twist that guests won't see coming at all. She couldn't share many details, but let's just say that if you're on the block this season, it doesn't necessarily mean you are going home. She shared that the style of the house this year is inspired by mid-century Palm Springs, lots of retro, desert vibes with neon lights and tons of color. She shared that they are calling the house the BB Motel this year. Guests will check in, but they can't check out. There is no set theme for this season, but instead it will be BB Fest. This will include different themes each week, like a music fest, comedy fest, and the one Julie is most excited for, Zing Fest. There will unfortunately be no live audience this year, but things could still change towards the end. As for Paloma, what we know about her so far is in May of 2021, she graduated from Berkeley in California and now does real estate and interior design. She has a second Instagram called The Remodeling Girl, stating she is an independent design consultant. She's an avid traveler and a health and fitness enthusiast. She has even done some partnership posts on her Instagram with Ethos Athletic Wear, Blender Eyewear, Carlsbad Kickboxing Club, and recently lifestyle brand Live Through Love. She's also done photo shoots for Luna Loungewear and Praises Swim. So where is she now? Paloma is gearing up to enter the Big Brother house for season 24. She is a huge Big Brother fan, and in the video of the house guests being introduced, she seems confident that she is going to shake things up in the house. She's ready to make big moves and plans to kick out the big players. Although Paloma is a very outgoing woman, based on the advice of her father, I think she is going to play this game in a sneaky way. He told her that she should just sit back and listen instead of going in and trying to own it. She feels that people will have the first impression that she is ditzy because she admits she does say a lot of stupid stuff, but she is hoping to use that to her advantage because she does have a brain behind it all. Paloma feels her biggest strength will be her well-roundedness and her ability to hide her feelings. She thinks people will be irritated that they can't read her. All in all, it seems Paloma has thought about this before, and I think she will be able to lay low, observe, and attack.
I think what's most important to me is winning the game because I have a very competitive nature in me.
Season 24 of Big Brother just premiered on on Wednesday, July 6th, and things are already pretty juicy. With the Music Fest themed episode, contestants moved in and got straight to the game. Houseguest Monte Taylor finds himself along with 3 others as have-nots in episode 1. Not where you like to be normally, but Taylor has no problem volunteering. I guess if you can't be in the top, you may as well do what you can to keep targets off your back. Will the week of slop and cold showers gain him some sympathy, or will the rest of the house take this as a sign to get rid of Monte? Let's find out. Monte Taylor is a 27-year-old fitness instructor from Bear, Delaware. Before entering the house, he did an interview about his strategies and mindset. Let's find out what he said about how he's going to play the game. He shared that the best advice he received before going into the house was just to be himself. He plans on sticking to that throughout the whole summer. He's not going to be altering or changing himself because that's going to be the best version of him. Since Taylor is a 6'4", 235-pound fitness instructor, he feels that his appearance will cause people to perceive him as someone who just works out all the time. He thinks they may not see him as a person of high intellect. He then shares that he actually also has a degree in mechanical engineering, so it would only be an advantage to him if they did judge him by his appearance. Taylor shared that he wants to avoid chatty people when it comes to an alliance. His biggest thing is trust and loyalty, so he fears that with someone who loves to chat, they will share things that are meant to stay within the alliance. He wants to keep things quiet and exclusive in order to have the best chance in advancing. When asked what he feels the other house guests may not like about him, he shared that they may dislike the fact that he is very positive. He tends not to get into any drama or entertain a lot of that stuff. He also doesn't share too much in general, which he plans on carrying into the house. He wants to keep his feelings on certain situations to himself just to stay out of the mix on a lot of things. So the other house guests may not like that they can't read him all that well. When asked if he would rather flip the votes against the house to help his individual game or go with the house to help his overall alliance, he shared that he'd rather go with the house. His reasoning for this answer was he didn't feel it would help the situation to flip the house if his alliance already had trust and loyalty built in. He seems to really want to focus on that trust and loyalty throughout the whole summer. He wants to make sure he goes with the alliance to make sure they all continue to advance their game. From his answers in this interview, it seems like Monte is a no-nonsense guy who is ready to go all the way to the top. He seems like he will be a good player to have on your side. However, in the premiere of season 24, he ended up on the other side of things. Is he all talk, or will his strategy carry him to the end? So where is he now? Let's recap all that went down in episode 1. Monte was part of the first 4 house guests to be introduced alongside Jasmine, Paloma, and Kyle. The games began as soon as they walked in the door, entering them into a Music Fest themed challenge that was even equipped with a porta potty themed challenge. The rest of the guests were not far behind and the games began. Monte started strong, winning the first round of challenges to become head of household, or HOH. He fell short in round 2 though, coming in a runner-up. Then came time for head of household to choose the 4 players who would be have-nots of the week. Being a have-not consists of the house guests eating the show's infamous slop, taking cold showers, and in this season it involves sleeping on pool floaties instead of a bed. Due to the twist of the backstage immunity and not knowing anyone yet, it was slim pickings. So Monte decided to volunteer and take one for the team. That's right, he volunteered to live as a have-not for the very first week. Maybe he really is going to be a die-hard team player this season. Will this be seen by fellow house guests as a sign of weakness, or will this be the move that gets people to be on his side?